Hello guys, it's Jad here, and I'm going to do a review on this Netflix series. Most people probably have heard of it because everyone seems to be talking about it at the moment. It's Squid Game. It's this Korean show on Netflix, and I've finished watching the first season, and they've just announced that they're going to do a second season, which should be interesting. But yeah, so basically the whole plot of this show is basically you have this guy in South Korea called Gi Hun, I think is his name. It's a Korean name, and like basically he has kind of a very dull life. He lives at home with his mother, and he's divorced, and his daughter lives with his ex-wife, and basically this one point he gets this that and basically he gets taken to this place, and he doesn't know where the place is, because basically they're unconscious in like the journey. He's taken on like this van to this place, and they're all unconscious in the van, and there's like hundreds of people there, and basically they're all forced to play like these children's games, but it's basically if they lose the game they die in real life. And basically the title Squid Game comes from basically a real life children's game that they play in Korea that is known to be a very violent children's game, and they have to play the Squid Game in the last episode. So yeah, and you get plenty of different games that they have to play in different episodes, and some of them are sort of games that we know in the English-speaking world, but others are ones that are specific to Korea. Like, of course, you have like in the first episode, you have like the doll that turns around, and basically they all have to run towards this giant doll, and like when the doll turns around, they all have to freeze, and if they get spotted moving, they get shot. And they call that game red light, green light, and I think we kind of play that game in English speaking countries, but I don't think we really call it red light, green light. I'm pretty sure that's just a Korean thing. They have tug of war, which of course we do, but in that it's the losing side gets dropped down, and there's one where like basically people have to they have like a honeycomb with like a shape in it, and they have to like cut out the shape in it, I think, and basically if they break the shape that's inside of it, they get shot, and basically I think one of the most intense games that they play is one where they basically have to climb across this glass to get to the other side, and basically some of the pieces of glass break really easily and some of them don't break, and it holds them, so they have to pick the right one to go on to next so that they don't fall to their death. And what really works about it is that the actors really were that high in the air. I mean, obviously like they had something soft underneath them, so they don't die, and they stop them from the risk of dying, but still, even then, you would still be scared being that high up. So I think that's what kind of makes it work, is that the actors were really scared, quite scared doing that scene, so that makes it even more intense, which I think really works. And I think what's kind of interesting is like I think it was in the second episode, basically the people in there get to vote whether they want to leave or not, and unsurprisingly most of the people like kind of vote they don't want to do this, but a few of the people like voted to stay there because their lives were really boring, and at least this makes their lives more interesting, and the main character of Gi Hun votes to leave the game, and he does leave, and he tries to go to the police to tell them about what's happening, and of course the police don't believe him, So then after that, he has like a conversation with this old man who was one of the people in the game. I think his name was Il Nam. Yeah, Korean names, of course. But Il Nam basically like kind of convinces him to go and try the game again because basically both of their lives like kind of suck. So those games just make their lives more interesting. And, Il Nam says, who knows, I might win, which I thought was kind of an interesting idea. And another thing I should say is all the people who work at that place, they all wear like masks, so nobody knows who they are or what they look like. And I will say one thing I like about it is the fact that it's like this really bright and colourful place, but it's actually really horrible. And like it's a really bright and colourful place where they make you play children's games, but it's really horrible that they kill you if you lose the game. So yeah, I think most people who have Netflix probably have seen this, but if you haven't seen it for some reason, go and watch it. It's amazing, and yeah, I'll be interested to see what they do with season 2, which is going to be coming out. So yeah, thanks for watching my review, and yeah, bye.